everyone, this is Annalise. Today I'm going to show you how to make chicken tortilla soup in the Instant Pot. So first we're going to press saute, and then we're going to add some oil, and then add 1 onion diced and about 5 cloves of garlic, which I minced already. So here you can see that it says it's hot. It's on saute. So right now we're just going to add oil. This is just vegetable oil. I'm almost out. Well, I am out now. Now I'm going to add the onion and the garlic. Okay, next I diced up 1 jalapeno pepper and 1 poblano pepper. And I'm going to add that to the sauteed onion and garlic. Usually I have not added a poblano pepper, but I have one, so I might as well. Kind of funny that this is all it takes for it to start smelling good. Next we will add the peppers. Next, I'm going to add about 2 chicken breasts that I also put adobo seasoning on. I'm going to add some canned chilies. So I bought these at Aldi, and then I also have a small container of tomato sauce. So here's 1 can of diced tomatoes with green chilies. Here is 1 can of tomato sauce. Here we have 1 small can of chopped green chilies. I also usually add 1 can of whole tomatoes, like a big can, but I don't have any, so I took 1 fresh tomato and I chopped it up, and I'm going to add that to the pot. So here is that chopped tomato. Going to add 1 tablespoon of taco seasoning. I like this one because it's not finely ground. So here is that taco seasoning. It has dried onion, salt, cumin, oregano, parsley, garlic, chipotle chili pepper, smoked paprika, sweet chili pepper flakes, dried red bell pepper flakes, and then dried jalapeno pepper. I just sprinkle that around. Next I add some tahini, just a little bit. I'm going to add some adobo all-purpose seasoning, so a little bit of that. Just added some salt and pepper. So at this point it looks kind of crazy, but it'll get better. Now we have 32 ounces of chicken broth that we're going to add. This will be most of the soup. And then the tomato and lime juices. Now I'm going to juice about 1 lime. This is a pretty large lime. These ones aren't so juicy though, so I might have to use 2. This is what we get for living in Minnesota. Okay, so right now I got about 6 teaspoons or 2 tablespoons of lime juice. So I pressed pressure cook so that it can get started. And now I'm going to add the lime juice. Okay, so I added another lime that I juiced. The one wasn't enough because it was hard to get. But I chopped up about 1/3 of a cup of cilantro, and I'm going to add that. I have some corn. I'm going to add about a cup of water. Okay, so you'll just twist the lid on, and then make sure you have pressure cook on, and then you'll go up to 9 minutes, And another thing, you want to make sure that this is turned and not pushed down, because you want it to vent manually, not automatically. And mine has I hope I said that correctly. But yeah, it'll do it on its own slowly. Mine has instructions here. And then another thing to make sure is do not touch this metal part, because you will burn yourself. So right now it says on, but it's kind of confusing. It's like it's building the pressure. So it'll start the countdown of the 9 minutes once the pressure is built up. So it doesn't take 9 minutes to cook, I guess you could say. It takes a little bit longer because it has to build up the pressure. Then it has to release the pressure. So usually while that's pressure cooking, I like to get the toppings fixed, and then I also like to clean up the mess from everything. So I'm just going to cut up some avocado and cilantro and lime. I like to use the back of the knife because it's not as sharp. So then I can slice the avocado. But you know what's crazy? I have an avocado slicer, but I don't like it that much. There we go. So here's my little setup for toppings. It's literally just me eating, so I don't need that much. At this point, it's manually releasing the pressure, and it's not counting down anymore, it's counting up. So we are going to let it go for 8 minutes. Okay, so it's been 9 minutes now. I put a cloth over this, and I'm going to release the rest of the pressure. But it feels like most of the pressure is out, so I'm gonna turn it, and then you want to tip the lid towards you so that the steam doesn't burn. And then this right here can be used as a holder. And this is what we have. A trick my sister taught me to shred chicken is you can actually take a little blender and shred it this way. I have some pepper jack cheese I'm going to add. Just a few slices. Then I didn't forget, I have 1 can of black beans here. I just didn't want them to get crushed with the blender. I'm going to stir it, and I will say usually I add like half of a block of cream cheese to make it more creamy, but I don't have any. And then I also usually add a can of fire roasted tomatoes, but I didn't have that either, but it'll taste good regardless. Now I'm just gonna take the soup and pour it into a bowl. So now over here we have our little topping station, so we can add whatever. I'm going to add some more cheese. We'll add in some avocado. Now I have some sour cream here. I'll just add a little bit. And then I'm going to add some chopped cilantro. And a tiny bit of tortilla cheese. Okay, so I got some tortilla chips here. No, I did not make them, but let's try it out. A little bit of everything. Got some avocado. Okay. I'm trying to get the cilantro on there. It's so good, even without like the cream cheese. Probably a healthier version. It's not spicy, in my opinion, even with the jalapeno and poblano. Then you could take your chips and just scoop up a little bit of everything. Better add some non-juicy limes. It's really good. I have a 4-year-old son who would eat with me, but he just won't eat this. He's like a macaroni and cheese child. So the amount of leftovers I usually have when I make this soup is days. I usually give it away to my brothers, sisters, and my mom, and feed the whole family. I will say with this recipe, I just made it on my own. It's really easy because you can't really go wrong unless you add too much seasoning or too little. And it's also really easy if you just use canned tomatoes and peppers. You can just dump it in there. If you try this recipe, let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment if you want me to try to make something else. Thank you.